Happy Mother's Day and happy birthday to Pink Frog Crafts, celebrating 13 years. Oh my goodness. And to celebrate, we've got a free gift with every purchase on the show. We've got some fabulous wedding ivory card, beautiful for making flowers out of, card making, card toppers. It is absolutely gorgeous. You've got 20 sheets in total. Everyone will get one of these with a purchase on the show. Now, we have got a couple of returning favourites. Number one is our fabulous Claire.
Good morning.
How are you, Claire?
I'm fine, thank you very much. It's lovely to be up this morning.
I know. Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to the show because we have got some fabulous deals, haven't we?
We certainly have. I'm very excited to bring what we've got today.
Now, you are a returning favourite and will always be a returning favourite.
Thank you.
Something else that's a returning favourite is our sunflower stamp sets. These are beautiful. If you've not seen a show with these before, stay tuned for the whole hour because these can make and create some beautiful cards and pieces of artwork as well. You've got those lovely sunflowers. You can choose to colour them in any colour you like. They don't have to be sunflowers. You can change them up. You can layer them up as well with the nature of the stamps that you're getting. But the two sets also come with sentiments as well. So you've got the benefit of creating your beautiful artwork, but also adding your sentiments as well. And I really like the sentiments, Claire, because you've got that shadow style look to them, haven't you?
Yeah, it gives a depth to the lettering straight away, and if you just add a little pop of colour, they really come to life.
They certainly do. We've got with love, best wishes, happy birthday. We've got thank you, thinking of you, and just for you. And yes, when you add a bit of colour to that, now you can see the way that you can use that shadow style. Absolutely fantastic. But if you wanted to not add colour and go for a monochrome card, maybe add a bit of embossing powder, equally as beautiful because of the detail you're getting in the stamps.
The detail's beautiful, like you say, for monochrome and nice in creams and browns as well, but also it helps you colour in as well.
Yes.
That shading's already there for you.
Isn't that beautiful? I love the fact that you can make and create that beautiful aperture or cut out even more sunflowers and make it into a wreath if you want to. So lots and lots of possibilities with your stamp set here. 23 stamps in total. But we're not stopping there. No, because when you get your stamps home, of course, you're going to want some card to stamp them on. We've got that included in the deal at £29.70. So you have got 50 sheets of the Super Smooth, and that's your 15 by 30 centimetres and 20 of your watercolour card, 15 by 15 centimetres. Now, the watercolour card, the Super Smooth, is gorgeous for stamping on and using your alcohol markers and indeed your inks and your watercolours. But that watercolour card, oh my word, I've got some of this at home. And do you know what? It really boosts your confidence, doesn't it?
It doesn't take an awful lot. You just add a little bit of colour, a little bit of water, and it looks like you're an artist. And I'm happy to take that.
It does, and it does take all of your mediums so very well. And it's really important, if you are a colourist, if you're beginning your journey to become a colourist, to get the right pieces of paper to put the colours down on, you've got them right here. And remember, when you're going for the deal, you're also getting your free gift of your wedding ivory cardstock as well. 045418 is your item number, saving £9. It's an incredible deal, and these are beautiful stamps. When you get them home, you'll know exactly what I mean when you start to put together your different pieces of artwork. £29.70. Pop them into your basket, but do pop them, not pop on out. Stay with us, don't pop anywhere. Do make sure you check your baskets out. Now, we've got another returning favourite, Claire. I'm so glad we've brought this back. My word, when we first had this on Hochanda, when we launched it, it sold out very, very quickly.
It did, and we have had to go to the depths of the warehouse to see if we could find any more, and this is it. So the stock we've got is the stock we've got. Right,
OK, so here is the details. Here are the details. £15.99. Your item number's 933613, and you get the crystal, the ice crystal, and you get the chocolate as well. They go together beautifully, and you're getting 25 sheets each. Now you're also getting your 10 folds instructions. That's going to give you 10 different folds, so you can start to make and create some beautiful designs, and you'll see here on this sample how well those two go together. It's just the tones that each of them have got just work beautifully, don't they?
Definitely, and you kind of say, you know, chocolate and kind of chocolate and cream, and you would think it had to be just chocolate and cream, and yet the colours we've managed to get within this collection is amazing. I think Hazel's mainly gone for like the darker colours, so she's gone for kind of blues and put a pink in there, and I think mine have gone a bit more, you know, lighter and more orange really. And it was just to show you all the things that you can do with this.
Let me just fold that out. There you go. A beautiful way of adding colour to your chocolate and your cream, of course, is with your inks and your paints. You might be going for some of the paints from Indigo Blue from the One Day Special, but you can see here opening up, using it in with your embossing folders as well, just gives that depth and detail. When it's gone, but it is back. £15.99, 933 613 is your item number. Isn't this beautiful? I love this particular sample here. Let me just pick this up if I can. Look at that. That really is a piece of cake, isn't it? But is it a piece of cake to make?
Anita made that, so she's done an amazing job, and even like the little tiny flowers on the top.
And the icing in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
Isn't that lovely? That could be little gift boxes if you want them to be. Right. Get them into your basket and check them out. When they've gone, they've gone. 933 613 is your item number, £15.99. Remember, you're also getting instructions for your 10 different folds as well. So you can be creative. You can be creative. Now, we've got some more stock for you. This, oh my word, I hope this comes across to you at home. I have got a sheet here to show you, so I can pick it up and give it a bit of a wiggle. First of all, it's a good weight to it, isn't it? It really is. 350 GSM. Why is that important? What would we use that for?
It's perfect for construction.
Yes.
You know, your heavier weight kind of types of bags. So if you're making gift bags that you want to put, you know, chocolate in, be nice.
Yeah.
You know, little kind of toiletries and things like that. You can make a nice little pamper box, a little box of cards, all of those kind of things. It's a really good construction weight.
It certainly is, and it's a beautiful design as well, that gorgeous champagne colour, ice champagne. If you want to get hold of this, details £10.99. It's an incredible deal. You're getting 50 sheets in total for £10.99. How much does that work out per sheet? Why can't I do basic maths this morning? It does work out to be less than 22 pence. That's a phenomenal deal. Again, if you want to multi-buy, you can do. So get hold of that beautiful champagne card. You also might want to put into your basket at the same time, because it works perfectly together. And that is your lovely, beautiful, isn't this gorgeous, cream card. Your cream and your champagne, let me just put them together so you can see. Don't they work well together? It's entirely up to you if you go for both of them, but just to show you, they really do work very, very well together. 250 GSM with your cream card and 50 sheets in total for £11.99. It oozes luxury, doesn't it? And I think these would work gorgeously, if that's a word, with your chocolate paper. Yeah.
Definitely do. I think we've used a bit of chocolate in there to do a bit of matting and layering. And I think it's just having those different weights and different finishes as well. So the cream is a smooth finish. So
great for your stamping and colouring on. Yeah, and then you've got that lovely ice champagne, which got a little bit of texture on there that you could just leave plain for your matting and layering if you want to. 744145 is your item number, 50 sheets in total of the cream. Right, oh, I can't wait to show you the next set of Miri card. Oh, but we're going to go to you first, Claire. Do check out the other items we've got for you on the show. Right, Claire, what we're going to have a look at first?
We are going to make, as you said, although we've got daisies, we can make them any colour you like.
Yes.
So I thought we'd do a nice bright rainbow card this morning.
Lovely.
So we are going to go and we're going to make this little one here. There you go.
That is lovely.
So nice and bright, nice and modern.
I like that.
So we are going to start with that. So first of all, I've just got some super smooth, and all I've done is cut a square of it and just cut it to a jaunty angle. So I've just cut a piece out, and that is going to give us the basics of our card. From there, what we're going to do, so I know where I want to stamp, I'm just going to lay these on a piece of watercolour, and I'm going to grab one of my watercolour pencils. I'm choosing quite a pale colour because then I'm not going to have to rub out any lines.
Okay.
So
now these watercolour pencils were on the show yesterday, so if you did get hold of them, you could use those to follow along and craft along with our Claire when you watch this on Rewind, but you might have your own watercolours. But we do have the details on the bottom of the screen, £19.99. You get 24 of the watercolour pencils. They're encased in a white coating to keep them nice and protected, and you also get a water brush as well, and you're getting cardstock, so you can start creating and making as soon as you get them home. It is an incredible deal, £19.99. Just to let you see what you were getting there, so you're getting that lovely pastel card, but these pencils, and when you see Claire demonstrate them, they're absolutely fantastic. So you get your pastel cards of all your different colours, and you also get your watercolour cardstock in there as well, and you get 5 sheets of all the colourways. It's a phenomenal deal, everyone, and when you add water to these, they just look amazing, don't they, Claire?
They're brilliant. They are, aren't they? You literally add a tiny little scribble and the colour will go. So we'll get going with them.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what we're going to do is going to take our sunflower. So this is just our single sunflower on its own. And we're going to use some VersaFine Claire, and we are just going to stamp it in between our lines. Now, because I want to stamp quite a few of these, I'm going to be brave and not do it in my stamping platform. So we've got a couple down. Now, at this point, I'm going to grab my masket. Now, I've already stamped this and cut it out. So this is... comes on a sheet, it's got an acetate back, you cut it out, and then it will stick over here, so it will mask that image so we can stamp on top of it.
We'll put the details on the screen for the masket sheets. These are genius, they really are. And one thing to note, they come with a backing on, but when you cut them, keep the backing on and then take that off once it's cut. So it has the backing on, so it's a good idea to keep that on there when you cut it, and then just simply take that off and use it as Claire is using here. Don't these make a difference to your crafting?
Oh, it's brilliant. It just makes it look as though you've done even more than you've done. So, and these can be used over and over again. I keep mine. I've made a little book for my stamps.
Oh, good idea.
And I've got the stamps on one side, and I keep my matching masks on the other side. So, find a spot that's easy to line up from your stamp, and then we will literally, oh hello, I knew I'd miss a bit. There you go, that's going to be a bit darker, but never mind.
What I love about using the masks is the reveal at the end.
Oh, it's fabulous. There we go, one more.
And it also shows the super smooth card as well, just how crisp you can get those stamps.
This one's actually on watercolour.
On watercolour, that's what I meant.
But you could do this on either. What I wanted to show you was whether you use the watercolour or the super smooth. They work well together as well. So there we go. So all we need to do now, I'm just going to wipe my hands because I've inky fingers. We can just take these masks off. I'm going to pop them back. I'm going to try and be a little bit neat and tidy. I can see anybody I know at this point just laughing.
I love this bit. I love taking all the masks off. Look at that. Now, if you didn't have the masket, you'd have all the lines of the flowers underneath that you'd have to try and disguise with paints or pastels or crayons or pens, and you just won't be able to do it. So it's definitely worth investing in for sure. And you get 10 sheets of the A4 masket. So you get 10 sheets. And again, let me just grab this for you to show you. It is exceptional value for money. And it just means you've got them there to work with. And when you're going for the A4 sheets, you can use all kinds of different style masks, different size stamps with it as well. 976569 is your item number, just £9.99. Bargain.
So as I kind of, that one's not quite perfect, so I am going to do one that I have already pre-prepared, so it's nice and neat. And I'm just going to grab some of our watercolour pencils, and all I am going to do is I am just scribbling on a little bit of colour. Now, the brush that comes with it is a lovely paintbrush that comes with the set. I am going to use a water brush just because it's easier while we're here and I don't knock water everywhere. So all we're going to do is just pull this out. You'll see that I take the colour off every so often so it doesn't get too swamped, so it starts to move, and then we pull those gentle colours out.
Isn't that lovely? So easy to use as well.
It's so quick and easy as well. And, you know, if you want it to, you know, go in and be a bit darker, wait till it dries and go in.
Yeah.
Or if you're impatient like me, and I probably shouldn't do this, is I will pick a little bit of colour up off the pencil.
I like the little dots in the middle as well, because leaving them white makes the colours around the petals pop. But if you were using these with embossing powder, for example, they would really stand out.
They will, and we'll show you a little bit of that in a little while. So we can go through, let's go orange. And I am just scribbling, you know, nothing else. And if you want to, you can mix your colours as well. So we could have added a little bit of red in there. But we'll add some red on that
colour out, making it so smooth to use, Claire.
And I am definitely not a colourist. You know, but you can see where I've put the red in with that as well, it will change that tone as well.
Yeah.
So even though you're getting 24 colours, you can make a load more as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
So we can just keep going in.
And I guess if you wanted to, you could use them without water.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll just keep going through, do a yellow one, and then we'll move on. Although this is so calming. I should do this at the start of every show, I think.
The pencils themselves, they have an ABS white protective coating around them, and that keeps the inside protected, so when you're sharpening them, for example, so you can see that just there, and that's what that white is. That's the ABS protective plastic coating that goes around the core of that pencil, but you can still sharpen it as you would any pencil. And don't forget, you are getting the watercolour brush as well, £19.99, and you are getting your card collection as well. Is it 35 sheets? I think it is, yeah, because you've got your pastel colours and you've got your watercolour card, and super smooth as well. So that is a great deal to get as a gift for yourself. Treat yourself. Great Easter present.
Definitely. They're beautiful colours in the pastel card kit as well. So we would just carry on and keep building that. So there you go. So that's one we've already coloured in. But they take so little time to do, they really do. We will then come back to our piece that we've already cut, and we just want to stamp a sentiment on there. So I'll grab a stamping platform and get that lined up, and we will go for Just For You.
And that particular sentiment is included in the stamps that you're getting. So you've got your sentiments, You've got all of those different styles of sunflower as well, all in different compositions. So you can start to make and create those lovely compositions of your own, especially when you're stamping them out and building those layers up. I think these are a great stamp if you wanted to put together some notelets, for example, or maybe use them in your planners. Maybe you've got some gardening work to come up, so you've got a planner for your garden, or maybe an allotment. These would be absolutely perfect for that. Don't forget you can use these stamps on fabric as well, so you could build up and make and create some lovely patterns. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Even without any colour. The detail in the stamps are absolutely gorgeous. They really are. And they're top quality stamps that you're getting from Pink Frog Crafts. And don't forget, along with your purchase, you're also getting that free gift of your wedding ivory card as well. So however you choose to use your stamps, you're going to get the very, very best detail time and time again. I love that one. I love that one with the green.
Pop that on our stamping platform, and we've just used the VersaFine Claire, and we will go in. And stamping it on there means it's going to be on a lovely jaunty angle on the front of our card as well. I'll pop that to one side. So to put this together, I'm going to grab one of our card bases. So this is our 15 by 30 that comes with the stamps.
And that does come with the sunflowers, that's included.
It does. And we are just going to do a very simple half fold. There we go. Pop that back down there. And then at this point, what I want to do is put these two bits together. But what I've done is I have used the foam sheets. So within our foam bundle that we've got foam sheets, and we've got the 2mm and we've got the 3mm. And the 2mm is really lovely for this, and it just gives it a really solid feel to it.
It certainly does, and it's exceptional value for money. Are you ready for this? So you have your foam sheets, and that's what Claire is using at the moment. You've got them in 2mm, so you get 2 of the A4 sheets in your 2mm. And you also get 2 of your sheets in the 3mm, so you can cut those out to any size you like, any shape. Then we're not stopping there, because you are getting a continuous roll of foam tape, which is fabulous because you get to choose and decide the length of your tape, and this can help you mat and layer, so it's going to give you that extra lift. But we're not stopping there for £24.99. Are you ready for this? 1,500 foam pads on a roll. But you know what? If you were to cut those, let's say into 4, that's 6,000 foam pads. Wow. £24.99 is incredible value for money. We'll get this sent out directly to you, and then you've got all the foam in the world. I don't know why I went high then. Oh, all the foam in the world to start working and creating. Well, not all the foam in the world, but it might as well be, because my word, that is exceptional, exceptional value for money. £24.99, saving £5.50. That is just, it's astonishing value for money, and it helps you build your layers up, and with your sunflowers as well, Claire. I think that's really nice because you can cut out elements and start to really make them leap out from the page.
Definitely. I think both with your sentiment and the actual sunflowers themselves to give them a little bit of raise. So what I've done is I've stuck the foam on the back and then just cut it, and I've cut it at an angle so that you're not going to see that foam tape. And we are just going to place this on top of there. And you'll see, even though we had a little pencil mark, because it was in a nice pastel colour, we can't see it, but at the same time, it sat within where we've cut that card.
I really like the way you can elevate the sentiment on a card using the foam roll and tape. I think it's a great idea.
I think what's nice as well is without having to draw any harsh lines that you might get a bit thicker in places, it gives you a nice shadow as well. So it just gives it that lovely little bit of elevation.
And it gives you a suggestion that there's even more sunflowers underneath.
Yeah,
you know what
so
I mean?
you've done the whole page.
Yeah, definitely.
So
great idea.
This is our red liner tape. So I've used the 12mm.
And that comes with your 12mm. You've also got your 3mm and your 6mm. So it's a great deal. Again, red liner tape. I've just been using some of this actually to put together a box. It comes packaged individually. We do recommend that you keep it in the different packages because it's super, super strong. So your 3mm, 30 metres of that. You also have your 6mm, 30 metres of that. Your 9mm, 30 metres of that. And your 12mm, 30 metres of that. So all of that for $13.99. It's a great way to stock up. 825810. And when you are buying that, if that's what you're buying today, you're also going to get your gift with purchase to celebrate 13 years of Pink Frog Crafts, and that's your wedding ivory card, which is fabulous. So that's a great deal. It really, really is. Remember, you're getting that with any of your purchases, and well, it's one per customer while stocks last as well. Brilliant, love that.
So I've put that together. So all I've done is I've layered that just onto some of our glitter cards. So
Yes.
onto the gold glitter card, and then just layered it onto our card. And there you go. So I love it. And I just love the white space on it as well. So, yeah, so this is where Hazel and I have quite different styles sometimes.
Yes.
So she's very inky, and I just like a little bit of white space sometimes. So, yeah, there we go.
What a fabulous
stand that
idea.
up.
It does look like you've got more sunflowers underneath. It's a great technique. It really, really is. Using that mask kit, which is available for you on the show, so you can mask out elements, and that's how we've built up those sunflowers. And just for you, that's in your stamp set as well. I love sunflowers, I really do, and I love the compositions that these sunflowers have been put in for you, and also the way that you can then extend that and build it up. You could do some wrapping paper, you could make some cards, some notelets with these, use them on fabric. So many different designs that you can get from your sunflowers because you've got all the different sizes in there and the different elements. You're also getting your cardstock as well, 50 of the 15 by 30 centimetre super smooth and 20 of the 15 by 15 watercolour card as well. I think just absolutely beautiful. Love that. Love the glossy accents that have been used there. Sometimes you only need just a little bit of the sunflowers to make a difference to your card making. Let me show you this one. It's a really nice stepper card, and there you've got your sunflowers on the base and at the top as well. This next one is a really good way of putting the card together because you've got your design behind there, but that also runs through that aperture. Don't forget, you're also getting included your sentiments as well. So just to show you the boards stamped out, here we go. So you've got thank you, thinking of you, just for you, and you've got that really nice shading going on, which I love. And then you've got with love, best wishes and happy birthday. Lovely collection there. £29.70, saving on there your £9. I knew that was going to happen. Let's just ignore that. And you're also getting your gift with purchase, your beautiful wedding ivory card. 045418 is your item number. Right. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. We're very, very busy for this. It's a returning favourite. I don't know how they managed to find some more, but they did. They went to the depths of the warehouse and managed to find some more for you. So take advantage of that. Many of you are already. 933613 is your item number. £15.99. Sorry, I'll get that right in a minute. 933613 is your item number. The chocolate and the ice crystal go so beautifully together, but they can be used individually as well. And you do get instructions for your 10 folding cards, and that includes the memory book as well. So if you want to do some very exciting card making and fold those cards, and you want to know how to do that, then your instructions come alongside your cardstock, which is fabulous. And that just folds at the bottom like that. Some of them very, very easy and simple to put together, but very, very effective each and every time somebody opens up the card from the envelope, because of course they'll all fold flat, which is brilliant. And then you just simply lift that up. What a great stepper card that is. £15.99, 933613 is your item number. Now, if you want to make your own stencils, we've got some mylar for you. And the mylar is 350 microns, which is really important because if you want to put this through your embossing folder, that's what they can look like when you cut them out. We've got a suggestion for you there. This is how they come to you in your 12 by 12. So I'll just pick one up just to show you. So good thickness to that. So you can make your stencils, but it doesn't have to be your die cuts, going through your die cutting machines. You could use your craft knife, you could use your scissors. You could make some clouds, for example. So you could make, just cut into that with some swirls and then ink over that and you've got your clouds. It's your choice, you decide, but you've got, included in that deal, 6 sheets of your mylar. 394204 is your item number. If you've got an electronic cutting machine like a Cricut or a Cameo, for example, you can put your ideas in and you can start to make your own stencils as well, as suggested with the stars. And then you've not only got the stencils, you've got your outy bits as well, so you can ink round the edge of them. That is exceptional value for money. Now, when you're building up your stamps, as Claire did there, with building up the flowers in front of each other, it might be that you've got a tree and a house and you want the tree behind the house, but you don't want to stamp them on top of each other because then you've got the rigmarole of trying to get rid of the tree trunk. This is the way to do it. Use your maskets. You've got A4 sheets here, so you've got plenty, and you've got 10 in total. £9.99, 976569. They have got a plastic backing on. So you peel them off like that and they're tacky and that means they will adhere to your cardstock but then peel off very, very easily. The more you use it, the less tacky it gets. But we suggest that when you cut these out, leave the backing on so it keeps it together and then simply peel that off like that and then you can start to use your masks. You might be buying these along with a friend, for example. There's certainly enough there. You're getting 10 sheets, £9.99. 976569 is your item number. Right, celebrating 13 years of Pink Frog Crafts. Andrew, Gwen, if you're watching this morning, good morning to you. I hope you're well and I hope you're having a lovely day. Mr. and Mrs. Pink Frog, we mean that respectively. 13 years though, congratulations, seriously, congratulations. We love having you here at Hochanda and time again, you bring such excellent value for money deals and this is another one right here. Now, if you want something which is a little different, to make your cards out of, your boxes out of, your frames out of, then this is what you can go for. 50 sheets of champagne card, 350 GSM. That's not the thunder, but I do hear the sound of thunder as people run to the website and the phones to buy this. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? I went all Leicester then. 662360 is your item number. It's proper nice. It really is. And it is excellent for constructions. That has been made from your cardstock, but just look how sturdy that is. Fabulous, isn't it? Excellent. Love that. 662360. Also, if you're going for that, hold your horses. If you're going for that, you can hold whatever you like, especially this early in the morning. You're also getting your gift with purchase, which is your beautiful wedding ivory card. So you get that as well when going for £11.99 for your smooth cream. Because you'll get your gift with purchase for that as well. And your smooth cream is smooth, it is beautiful, 250 GSM. And let me just show you, these two go perfectly together. They complement each other, don't they? Aren't they lovely? So you've got that lovely ice champagne and then you've got the cream and your wedding ivory. Let's just put that in. That would go with a bit of matting and layering for your flower making. But even for popping into your cards as well on the inside. 744145 is your item number. That's for your cream card. That's your cream card. Right, now we get to show you this gorgeous, sumptuous cardstock. Claire, this is delicious, isn't it? Don't eat it. But it is absolutely incredible. We've got some lovely samples that's been made with this cardstock for you to see. But it really is amazing. I'm going to pick up a couple of the sheets to give them a wiggle for you because I don't think it's until you see the wiggle that you see the absolute quality. So you've got 5 sheets of the holographic Miri card. Let me just show you that. Isn't this lovely, Claire? Absolutely sensational. Look at all the different colours in there.
It's just beautiful, and you know, as a highlight or just to make something pop, they're absolutely beautiful.
Love that. Do you know what? I could just sit and watch that all day. Right, then you've got 5 sheets of your glitter, and it's non-shed as well, which is fabulous, isn't it? Especially if you're going through the die cutting machines and cutting.
Definitely, it cuts beautifully on die cutting machines, both manual machines and the electric ones as well.
Superb, gorgeous, gorgeous. Then you've got 3 sheets of your satin gloss. Is that one? Look at that, look at the shine. Is that the satin gloss?
That's your mirri, that one.
That's your mirri, I thought so. That's your mirri. That's your mirri. It's a beautiful finish to it, but your satin, oh my word, wait till you see that. Look at that. How do they make it?
I have no idea.
How do they do that?
I'm going to have to find out now.
You've got pinks in there, greens in there. That is just absolutely delicious, isn't it? Let me show you a card that's been made with that. Now, can you see that? It almost looks like satin or silk, doesn't it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Love that. £13.99. With that, you'll also get your free with purchase. Everything's falling on the floor. Don't worry about it. Your a cramped space. Get your free with purchase. What we're trying to say, your wedding ivory card. There you go, for your flower making and placing in your card. So it's great value for money. £13.99, and we've got the same in the gold. So you've got your non-shed glitter. Let me just pick up the satin and show you that, because this, oh, if you think about a box of chocolates, it's right there, isn't it? Isn't that? Let's just take a moment, shall we? On Mothering Sunday, let's take a look at this sumptuous, beautiful cardstock. You can get in your basket, check on out, delivered to your home. This is no ordinary card. This is satin card. £13.99 if you want to go for your gold or your rose gold. And remember, if you're going for those in the show and those only, you will be getting your free gift with purchase. Right, I've got lots of things to pick up off the floor now. I really have. So let's go back to Claire. What we're going to have a look at now, Claire?
We'll have a look at the Chalk Duo and just how well you can emboss onto both the chocolate and the ice crystal.
Okay.
So we are going to make this little beauty. So first of all, we are going to start with our fold. So I'm going to pop this to one side for now and grab our scoreboard, grab our base card and grab a scoring tool, and I'm going to grab our instructions as well.
Yes, now you get these, don't you?
You do, you get 10 of these, and I want to do a Z fold, so it tells me I need to score at 10.5 and 2.5,
okay.
No, and 21. There you go, help if I could read this morning. So it means I don't have to remember these at all, that I've got them there all the time and I can just get them out. So we will go 10.5 and 21. And straight away, we've already added a little bit of interest to our final project, because we've got a Z fold. So what I'd like to do is add some embossing to the front panel. Now, so I don't get it everywhere, so it doesn't go onto the rest of the card, I'm going to use some of our Scotch tape. I was going to do what I did at home then, which is use my teeth, and thought better of it.
We do have some Scotch tape, removable Scotch tape for you on the show. We've got the details at the bottom of the screen. You get 2 packs of that, £13.99, 999 217 is your item number for that. 36 yards on each, and it's removable, so it's good for masking things down.
Yeah, because it's not going to damage the card in any way. So when I take this off, I'm not worried about leaving either any residue or it pulling the card.
Perfect.
But it's great for taping your die cuts down when you're putting them through the machine, and just holding things in place when you're stenciling as well.
Excellent. So 2 of those. There you go. £13.99, 999 217 is your item number.
So I want to add a bit of interest on this front panel. So this stamp is from Textures 1.
Okay.
So it's, you can see it's well used. And I'm just going to use it on my hand because I don't mind if I don't get a full imprint. So
well, I think we had these on the show yesterday, the textures. I'll have a look at the collection. Yes, we did. Now, these really are fantastic. Actually, no, we had the ones with the brick on yesterday. So this is set number 1, as Claire has just said. I really like these texture stamps.
They are brilliant for adding just a little bit of something to your background.
Yes.
So if you want something but not too much, it will be there. That's a little bit there. So we have done that. So all we're going to do now is pop some embossing powder on it. We'll take our masking tape off.
And with the stamps, you also get some super smooth and watercolour card, 5 sheets of each. Just while Claire's taking that off, just to show you another one of the stamps that's included. See, you know what Claire says, just adding that little extra. Now that looks like a wooden frame, but it's not, it's on the card. And you've used the stamp. So they are brilliant, and they're a good size to use. They're usable, that's what I'm trying to say. And you can use them on repeat to build up your patterns as well. They're fabulous.
Yeah, you can definitely repeat them, and you can just use bits of them as well, and second generation stamp them and all of those types of things. So we can now see how this is going to look on our chocolate card. So we'll add a bit of heat.
See, that's a fabulous pattern, isn't it? It's almost like crushed velvet.
Yeah, I just love it. It's so pretty.
Do like that, very nice. It'd be nice in different colours as well, if you did some blues and pinks.
Copper would be nice on there as well.
Definitely, definitely. And it's good value for money, £14.95, along with your sheets of watercolour and super smooth. And of course, if that's your purchase in the show, you'll be getting your freebie purchase cardstock as well.
Nearly there. There we go. I still love doing this. I absolutely love heat embossing. It makes me smile.
Never get tired of seeing it.
No.
When it goes on the turn.
Come on. Just trying to make sure I haven't missed any little bits down the side. There we go. So there's the kind of the basics of our card already done. We're going to cover some of that as well, but it just gives it a texture and a glow. So the next bit we're going to go on to is we are going to grab, so this is the ice crystal that comes with the chocolate duo.
Yes.
And we are going to cut that down. Now, I can't remember what size that panel is, so I'm quickly going to measure it to make my... No, I'm not. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut a bit of that for now.
It's a good weight, that chocolate card. I just went to pick one up, thinking I've picked up about 3 or 4. That is decent weight. Absolutely. Do we know the weight of the chocolate?
I think it's pushing 400
GSM. Wow.
It's lovely. It's so solid, and it's got that slight sheen on it as well. So it is lovely.
That's beautiful. Love that.
So we are going to use a stencil, and this stencil is from our miler, and I'm pleased to say I've managed to get it through the Cricut machine.
Oh my word.
So that's
the miler we've got on the show?
It is, yeah.
You've made that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it suddenly opens up an awful lot of opportunities. You do need, you know, the knife blade to do it.
Yes,
but and if anybody wants any help, just get in touch with me and I'll talk you through it.
How can they do that, Claire?
If they contact me on the Pink Frog Facebook group, they'll find me on there. So, or anywhere on social media, really.
Excellent.
Oh look, I can't find the end of this now. It's neat. No. The girls in the warehouse will be laughing their socks off because I can never find the end of the tape when I'm packing.
I'm the same. The end of tape, the end of
there we go.
cellophane as well and things like that. Oh.
I could have just reused the bit that I'd got sitting here, which would have been a lot easier. So we are going to tape this down on the ice crystal. And we are going to do a very similar thing. We are going to grab our embossing pads. This is just a Versamark, and I am just going to use that to press through onto our stencil. So you can use this with any stencil, but it's so lovely to be able to basically resize them as well, as you make them as big and small as you want.
You can also emboss, can't you, with the Mylar as well?
Yeah.
You know, if you put that through an embossing, depending on the sandwich in your machine and things like that.
Yeah. And you could put
fantastic
inks with that through that
made.
as well. So
you're very clever, Claire.
there we go. Well, the help of the machine, to be honest, I think. But yeah, it's cut out beautifully. I'm really pleased with it. So hopefully we've got all of that. If not, we'll pretend it was part of the design. So at that point, we can just lift that up.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. So, you know, you could do lots of things with that. You could put your inks through it, your paints through it, texture paste through it.
True.
All of the things you would use a normal stencil for, but I thought we'd go a little bit embossing powder this morning.
What colour are you using there, Claire?
This is a nice gold, but it's not too bright a gold, so it goes really nicely with the chocolate. It's a Wow one, and it's metallic gold rich. It tends to be my go-to. Rich.
Oh my goodness, I thought you said metallic gold witch.
Oh no witches this morning.
No, it's Mother's Day.
As that take a little bit of time, I'll heat a little bit of it, and then we'll go to one that we've got prepared.
Yeah, let's do that. Now, if you want the Mylar, the details are on the screen for that. You get 10 sheets in total, and it's a 12 by 12, so it's a really good size to work with. You can cut it down with your craft knife. You can use it with your digital cutting machines as well. Claire's made her own stencil. You'll be able to make your own stencils. Not just stencils, maybe like a mask, for example, to build clouds. So you could cut out a cloud, or you could just do a squiggle line across, and then you can ink up against that and then reveal where that pattern has gone. There's lots and lots you can do with your Mylar. It's incredible value for money because it's 350 micron, which in Mylar terms is top quality. It really, really is. 394204 is your item number, £11.99. So it's a superb price.
I've done it all.
Well, I think once you start, you can't stop, can you?
No. So it's just so beautiful. So as you said, normally we would quite often cut these down to 6 by 6, and that makes them 50 pence each. Wow. So you're on kind of less than 50 pence for that stencil. And there's nothing stopping you, I guess, from selling your stencils that you make, as long as they're your design.
Yeah, as long as they're your design.
Start a whole new business for you if you've got an electronic cutting machine. Just saying, that'd be a good idea. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I've given myself there. There we go. So let's find some gold card. Now we've got 7 minutes left on this show. Do you have another show today, Claire?
I do. I have another show at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. I'll be back at 2 o'clock with our Adam. There we go. So all I'm going to do is I've already got a little matten layer there of the chocolate with a little bit of the gold mirror underneath. So as we've added that embossing powder, the gold mirror has worked really nicely with it.
Beautiful.
And then that will, I should have heated that from the back as well to make it nice and flat, but you know, time and all that jazz.
And so if you wanted to lift it up, you could always use the foam tape we've got on the show.
Definitely, yeah. And that's what I've done. So this is just like a little sentiment that I've made, so I've stamped just for you. These are actually from our typewriter sentiment, so the new ones Hazel had yesterday. So I've stamped just for you and heat embossed, so you can see that even though it's a slightly distressed font, it still takes the embossing powder really well.
I wanted to help you so much.
Thank you. And then the foam that I've got on the back of this is from the foam roll. So the nice thing about that is it's nice and thin, it's great for sentiments, and that will just pop in there.
And you get 25 metres of it as well for the foam roll if you want it.
And the other bit, right, so we will now stick this on the front of our card, and I'm going to use our foam pads for this. So those come on the really big roll.
Yeah. Oh, and you've cut them into strips.
I just cut them into strips, so they're easier for me to carry about.
So there's 1,500 on the roll, and you can cut them into strips. You might be able to sell them if you've got an online shop. Just saying. And they're large pads, which are brilliant, but I don't know, cut those up into 4, it then gives you 6,000 foam pads.
Yeah, so under the little dot in the middle, I'll have just cut a little snip into them. But I love having the big ones because it gives me that choice and I don't have to put like lots of little ones on. So we are just going to pop that on there, and then to finish it off we're going to do a nice insert just to finish that little bit of card off. So again, I've matted and layered some gold in there, and then we will, let me grab this. So this is the same stencil and we've just put some ink through it. Oh, so you can see that the chocolate will take distress ink as well. So that is just antique linen through there and just popped on to make the inside of our card. So we'll just layer that up. We can do that as well in a second.
Lovely.
Just to show you how those inks work. And then I want to show you how I've made the little dots, because this shows that then nothing ever goes to waste. So
that is a lovely
pop
card.
That in the middle, a bit of fluff from somewhere. So I just like the way that draws your eye into the middle. If you wanted to be able to write a larger message on that, you could always put a little panel on it somewhere in the ice crystal. So to make the little stopper in the middle, or little topper, what I've done, she says, trying to find it, is these are obviously our sunflowers, and we've used the same gold and heat embossed it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a circle punch. So say if you've stamped that, you're like, oh, I stamped it off the edge, or it didn't quite maybe emboss all the leaves, and you're like, I don't want to throw it away. If you grab a circle punch and punch bits of it out, all of a sudden it just turns it into something else again. So don't ever think that if you've got it wrong you can't use it. Yes. There's always a way to get
like
that
a little coin.
Get that going. So, and we'll just put that inside our card. I should have another little piece somewhere. So again, I've stamped with love. So again, from our typewriter sentiments. Heat embossed that. And again, just some more circles cut out. So, you know, if you don't have circles, squares, you can do squares on a trimmer.
Yeah, of course you can. I wonder if we still have any of the typewriter stamps. Oh, they're at the bottom of the screen. There you go. £14.95. Definitely worth taking a look at those. They are brilliant. And you've got like a distressed look to them as well. Just like, you know, when the metal hits the ribbon of the typewriter and it doesn't quite connect sometimes. We love that vintage look. But we do have them available. They're extremely busy yesterday. 15 stamps in total. Here they are. And what you can do is divide all those words up. So you've got happy birthday in there, but you could just use the word happy. You could have with love, but you could divide it up and just use the word love, for example. So make your own sentiments from that as well. £14.95, 15 stamps in total with that, 769,642. Which is a great deal. And if you are just going for that, you will get your free gift with purchase, of course, with anything that you're buying on the show today.
So there we go. There is our finished
Claire, that is lovely
card. So just the amount that you can use on the chocolate is, you know, inks, embossing powder, embossing folders. It's a brilliant card start.
Yeah, it certainly is. It certainly is. Do check out your baskets. Make sure you get what you want. We've got some fabulous stamps for you on the show. Incredible paper deals. Don't forget your foam pads as well. This is going to keep me busy in between shows because I'm going to try and count every single one of those 1,500 foam pads, which is on that roll alone. My goodness, that will keep me busy. Make sure you head to the website and have a look at all the other items we've got available for you on the show. Plenty of 5-star reviews as we celebrate 13 years of Pink Frog Crafts. Claire, thank you so much.
Thank you, Janice.
We'll let you have a little break. We'll see Claire again at 2 o'clock. You guys go and grab yourself a cup of tea, have some breakfast, or do you know what, Mum? Go and get someone else to get you a cup of tea. Put your feet up and we'll be back in a